How funky is your chicken?
How loose
Is a goose? Goose is totally loose. Hey, Coven.
We're so consistent with that one.
I know. It just reminds me of
I'm waiting for it to die out, and
my
then someone
childhood.
always brings it back.
So I think today, we have, this is obviously a special bonus episode. Hello, you're welcome. So as you know, at the end of season 3, and we're putting this out, I think probably as a bonus of season 3. I don't know what the hell we're doing. Do we ever?
It's an in-between episode.
It's a bonus-ode. And so our ritual candle is gone.
Yep.
So
Well, we can still show it on camera, I guess.
we can. So we are recording this episode. We're going to have some iteration of this on the YouTubies if you are listening on a non-video
But it's like
platform.
in a non-burnable state now. It's
Yeah,
definitely
it's
like
like-
down here and
like
very
when you-
black on the inside.
Yes.
And
I think we are going
would
to
put it on a
make...
candle warmer and
Yeah.
get the most use out of it. Still.
So we were discussing we should have like our first episode of season 4 possibly. We've had like 3 ideas for this
seasons
already.
opening
Yeah,
ideas
we haven't
already.
decided yet, but I threw out there that we should make a new ritual candle on the first episode,
In
and we can
this
melt
vessel.
that, and we can melt that down into a new candle, like that little bit that's left, into like a new candle, and put it back into its like you said, its vessel.
In this vessel.
In this vessel.
A
I
new
do, I like
ritual
that
candle.
idea.
Yeah, but like we can.
I
Like,
really
clean it up
like
and
the
make it look pretty.
hands-on.
Yes, she's like a hand model now. Vienna White. See,
This is the candle. We don't get to be on
Action.
camera often, so like even though it's just our hands, it's still very exciting.
So we have a special episode, as we were saying. So we're gonna. Oh no, I am so not with it. We were about to light our ritual incense because this is an in between episode.
Oh,
we have
yeah.
not made a new
The
ritual
ritual
candle
candle.
yet. This is just something that's been discussed. So we're going to light. Should we all do it like together?
Ooh, there we go.
We're gonna
I
do
gotta
like
get up
a
again. I put my lighter away. because
tricks.
we weren't doing lighter things anymore.
Sorry.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so we are all going to.
Light the incense.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Yes.
Did it blow too far out?
I think it did.
No, it's going. I can see it. It's going.
Just a little.
It's going
bit.
so far.
Oh, and
It'll
now
catch
I'm
up.
like
It'll
on
be good.
camera. See,
Just
I'm
a little bit.
lean in.
Do you want me to blur your face?
No, it's fine.
They know what
They
your
know
face
who
looks.
I am.
Yes, we have like photos of our
They've seen my
faces
face before.
online.
We have like books of our faces and stuff. Woo.
Woo!
My balls are falling.
Well, speaking of balls, do you want to tell everyone what we're doing today? There's a reason that we're quasi doing this both for audio and camera.
Yeah, we're doing a craft today. So
We're gonna show off.
in celebration of Yule, we decided to make witch balls.
Yeah.
Both for ourselves and some for sale because we are also in the midst of opening up our Etsy shop.
We're
as
in
we-
Finally,
Finally,
taking
we
your
did
money.
the thing.
For our handmade lovely goods.
Hey, hopefully they're finding value because we are. We're going to create these today with intention. We're going to.
And we want to share a
Make
little
them-
bit of our intention with you if you have,
We'll kind of
want
share
or
with you guys.
need of similar needs. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
The
That was
plan-
rambling. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. The plan is to basically, kind of make them on camera so you guys can kind of see them, how to make them if you wish to make them on your own. And then we're also going to be selling the ones that we create today as well in the shop. So if you're interested in any of the ones that we create today, then go check out our shop and some of them are going to be for sale.
Yeah, we'll link it on our socials. And it's on our website.
So to get started.
I think you might be right that this is...
What?
I think you might... It was,
Oh,
it
the
was smoking
incense.
when you said it
Yeah,
before,
then it's
but now
out.
it's like...
Okay, well, let's all go
Okay,
again.
restart.
And we won't put it out so fast. We'll let it go for a minute.
Hot mess switches. Everybody knows this about us. Are we
Okay,
ready?
I feel like it's good now.
Okay. There we go.
There we go.
Yes!
That's gonna
Okay.
keep burning. I can see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool, I can cleanse
So,
this
what are
paper
some
now.
of the things that we all? Oh well, actually, how about we get into the history of the witch ball?
Yeah.
So.
I'm going to clean my chamber while we talk
Yeah.
about that.
Go
You
ahead.
go for it. I'm
actually.
gonna do the same.
I will wait until y'all are done, and then I'll, do the same with mine. Because that's actually one of the things. So I looked up kind of some people that have made these before, and that's what they recommend doing is, like...
You cleanse your tools, I mean, as one tends to do.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna use smoke, but I also have a bell because I'm extra.
Hey, that's okay.
And it's the holidays, and it makes me think of music.
Well, we thought about making those in the future, too, is witch bells to put on your door. Yep, there you go. So, history of the witch ball. Basically, in the 17th and 18th century England, to ward off evil spirits, witches, evil spells, ill fortune, and just bad spirits, witches would hang them in their doorways or in their windows. And I guess the idea was that the spirit would be captured by the beauty of whatever was within the ball, and then upon touching it, they would get sucked inside, and then they would get trapped. And then when you cleanse them, it rids them out of the...
Be gone.
Yeah, kind of. So you put it at your doorway and at your windows and like places where things can come into your, dwelling, and then...
I mean, these are just like
just cleanse it away.
Cute little vessel, I think. Sam used the word vessel earlier, now I'm like obsessed with using it. Vessel.
We have a lot of vessels on the table right now, so...
We got all the things. That's the thing that I'm excited about, is that we've had so many of these things, like, to use for these types of things, but we just sometimes, I personally don't get around to doing witchy type of stuff all the time, so it's kind of exciting to...
And I forgot to do my other two, so I'm just gonna...
Actually, I'm gonna close some of it in there.
Sorry if my noise is polluting you. I hope it's also cleansing yours.
So I know where I want to start with mine, and that's with moss, because that's gonna like protect everything else that I put inside of mine. So can I have some of that?
That's a good idea.
Mossy businessman.
You want this
it's
bag?
It's very suiting that you would start with moss soon.
I will start with both bags.
Can you hand me my skull of Himalayan salt?
Himalayan salt.
Himalayan salt.
Susie's not really in the workspace on the camera.
Oh, I'm not?
You're like, need to push it a little more. Feel like I'm taking up the majority of it. So if it's, there you go. Now I can see Susie's papers and all that.
There we go. Oh, wait, but
can we see Marilyn?
Now can we see? Yeah, we can't see Marilyn.
And we're like,
now we can't see Susie. There we go. There's a good.
There's
a little better.
Sorry for the noise quality there.
You just gotta really show your stuff towards the middle of the page.
I was just gonna say, here.
Yeah, this will be fine.
It'll be perfect.
I'll just go up here. Can we see this? Now you can see my hands, right? Yeah, there we go. I have a new workspace.
Boom.
Okay.
Make it work.
I made such a mess. Look at this.
Whoops.
You're all mossy.
I'm mossy, man.
I'm dropping my balls.
We are a hot mess. Clearly.
There's even like chunks of wood in here.
Okay.
I'm definitely putting chunks of wood in this that I found in my moss bag.
Ooh.
Here's another like green stick. That's a very nice green. From this fakely dyed moss, which lets me know that it's fakely dyed. Cool. It's fine.
Well, I need to open this one too. I guess I didn't open up all of them. What's that?
I was opening up my skull of Himalayan pink salt. So our brother had this like vodka one time, and he got, I don't know, it came with like this and some shot glasses. If you're looking at our table, one of the shot glasses literally has rock salt, or Himalayan pink salt, rather, in it, and it's holding up the incense that we have going.
Nice.
But it was like a set. Like the liquor came in this big skull, which if you're watching on YouTube, you can see. And then the little shot glasses as well. And he got it like for his friends, I don't know, to share. And then I was like, if you don't, he brought it back home and it was like gone. And I was like, hey, do you want that bottle? And he was like, no, not really. And I was like, I'll take it. He was like, here, you can have that and the shot glasses. And I was like, I will make use of that somehow.
They match very well each other. Well, obviously they match each other. Oh, that's the whole deal. Sorry.
But hey, you're making use of it now. It's all this time later, right?
Okay.
Alright, I got a little bit of moss.
So I wanted to do something that's gonna be like a little bit like around like creation and like a healthy space for creation. And so I'm starting with some Himalayan pink salt, as my previous diatribe may have implied. Okay.
This is just gonna get messy.
I mean, so when are we not messy? Like
Hot mess
in
witches.
general.
I'm gonna start lining mine up to kind of try to stay
Well,
a
because
little
see, everyone
organized.
else is only doing these like ones that open all the way. I decided to challenge myself and do 2 of those, and then 2 of these that only open like on this little teeny tiny thing.
Oh, you're like,
And I'm gonna try and shove some of this moss in there.
yeah,
But I have this little poker stick, so we'll see how it goes.
yeah, nice.
Oh, yeah,
So here's my
that's
base.
right.
I did all 6, so 2 sides, each, but I put a little salt in each of them just because.
I feel like the moss fills up the ball nicely. So I'm
Yeah.
going for it and putting a little bit of it in there for filling. And then I feel like what I really wanted to do is put like some of these pine needles. I like these long ones for some reason. So I'm gonna try to put some of these in there, kind of just to give it that Yule spirit.
Can you hand me my orange peel from in the thing? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the one. They were picking out their stuff, and I'm like over here setting up like audio, pulling up our document.
How dare you be our like organized one?
I know. So now I'm all behind. So they're just gonna have to reach for
I
things. for me.
have scissors. That's what I need. So a lot of my things I think are just geared towards either protection or things that bring me joy. Like, I mean, the bells are for protection, but I also like got my bells in these like cute little colors that give me little happies because they're shiny and colorful. And I'm a 5-year-old.
Hey, it's one of those things that if it brings you happiness, that's what this is all about. I'm gonna put some rosebuds in mine, cause for love.
I also have seashells.
Seashell.
Seashells.
Seashore.
They're actually probably so they're river shells that might have originated in a sea or something. But me and the kids found them on one of our homeschooling walks, and we just collect them. And I have a whole jar, and so they remind me of like when I used to be able to get out of the house, and I haven't done that in a while. So wanderlust and things.
I have a little sigil that I'm gonna put in all 3 of them.
Have a what?
A little sigil.
Oh,
Is it just something that you drew that came to you, or is it actually is it like used in other?
No, this one. Well, it's original.
Okay.
Yeah,
This one.
and kind of also with like the same spirit of creativity and sort of having a safe and healthy and protected space for that, because creativity keeps me kind of grounded. So I need to make time for it and have like a safe space to do it, and so that's my hope. It's what I need. It's what I need, universe. Please help me.
Well, we already planned our sort of planned our season opening slumber party of doing crafts and
yeah, so
I'm
we talked
looking
about doing
forward
vision
to.
boards, right?
But like going all out with the vision boards
Yeah.
and having a sleepover, like maybe having some drinks and getting like really into the glitter glue and the
magazine cutouts.
Yes.
So
We are gonna make our lives on paper through magazines.
Alright, so I got my moss in. I think the next thing that I'm gonna go for is my seashells, because I've already talked about those ones. River shells.
So I have found that the amount of pine needles I was going to put in there was a bit ambitious.
They're really long.
I wanted to put like a big old thing of this in there, but that just was not happening with the size of ball that we have. So I ended up going with something a little more like this.
A little shorter.
And yep, it fits in there just fine. Nice. So I've got my moss in there.
They look beautiful so far.
For earth and grounding. I've got my rosebuds in there for love. I've got my pine needles in there for the spirit of Yule.
Yeah,
I want to always say Christmas because
I put mine.
That's what you
they
grew up
represent
with,
longevity and tradition for me. So it's kind of like,
ooh,
and that was kind of the pine needles or whatever, because they're like, the spirit of Yule is like kind of the spirit of tradition and all that.
Yeah, I like that too.
And then when I looked it up, you know, because we both like to look things up and then decide if that's what we agree with or not.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'll use it.
But yeah, the other one is longevity because they're like evergreen trees and they're are supposed to stand through hard times and things. So
I like that.
I was thinking about adding a little for me as well. For some sustained creativity or time or periods of creativity. 'Cause I have a tendency to like, there are periods where I don't do much. And I like music. I want to get back into my music so badly. And I just have not had times for it, or I haven't been able to make time for it kind of, you know, so I need that long lasting effect. Don't go away on me.
It is true though, kind of creativity comes and goes in waves, and you want to maintain it when you have it, and then sometimes it just goes away and you're like, I need to get my oomph back.
It's finals week. I really need my creativity back. Come on. What do you need?
And I'm working on my chapter edits. Oh man, I feel you.
What do you need from the other side of the table?
Oh, can I get some of the more ferny looking.
Some stuff from this basket.
Some greenery.
Yes.
Thank you. I need some longevity over here.
I'm using anise next. I was going to try to look it up and see what it actually meant, but what is the meaning of this? Yeah, it doesn't really give me what I was looking
for. Those vibes.
So. Well, no, not even that. I like the vibe. I like the smell of it. I like the look of it. I like the fact that it's a star and it's like for Christmas time. So I feel like, I don't know. It just kind of has the right vibe I'm going for my witch ball. So I'm going to definitely use them.
Putting some little touches of cinnamon in mine.
Yep, cinnamon is coming.
They look very Christmassy. It reminds me of like that smell of a house should smell like when it's Christmas time.
Yes, agreed. This anise smells really good too, actually.
Yeah, it's got a good smell to it.
Actually, I need some of that also.
Would you like some of this?
Do you have
This is from my first witch kit that you gave me for, I think it was 2 years ago Christmas?
Yeah. For you.
For you all, yeah. I always
We're so indoctrinated into just it's just what we've grown up with.
Yeah. Well, that's what we always celebrated with our family, and you know, like we still do technically. Like when we get invited to the family thing, it's Christmas, right? Even though
I can refill you on this too when we're.
Oh yeah.
I have it over
there.
That's
fine. No biggie.
But I do feel like
so here's how mine is coming along so far.
It's so natural for us to just go for that, like. But
yeah.
What else do I have here? Cinnamon.
Okay, whoops. Little ones, maybe.
So Susie, did we mention we're going to have like a tutorial of sorts?
Yep, I'm gonna put together like step by step on how to go about doing it. I mean,
For those who are listening to
I am not bright enough to communicate like step by step while we're actually doing it. I just like do it, and then later I'll be like, oh yeah, this
is what we did.
This is what we did.
That's kind of how it goes sometimes. When you're in the moment, it's hard to do the double tasking sometimes. They're not used to, especially.
I think you maybe rosemary.
This big one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm gonna put some cloves in mine, which are again just like they remind me of Christmas smells.
Yeah.
Yes,
And like
agreed.
freshness and
I'm doing the clothes too. I feel like ours are gonna have a lot of common things in them.
well, I mean they're
That's
witch
all right.
balls, so
Yeah.
they're kind of.
They're a little bit what
It's
you
gonna
make
be
them,
a little
you know?
And I probably like putting way too much stuff in them. A lot of people see like Marilyn's is gonna be like more light, I'm sure, maybe. And then I'm gonna stuff all this in there, have a bunch of stuff.
That's how it should be, though. I think actually, now I'm thinking about it, mine isn't as full, but I think I want mine to be fuller, so that way when it gets closed with the other empty half, it gets like
Right.
because I have one half that's empty.
Yeah. All right, I have selenite chips, which I'm going to put in mine just to keep it like cleansed, and it also kind of looks like some little flakes of snow. So.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm using the rosemary as symbolic for protection, and also rosemary, I've talked about this before, rosemary very much reminds me of home because we have recipes that use rosemary and whatnot in our household. So it just sort of gives me that homey feel, and so sometimes I use it sort of as symbolic for home because I want my home to be a space where I can feel free to be myself and creative and like, you know, dig into those places where I need to get my creativity from, you know?
I am putting peridot in mine.
Do we have
Peridot?
citrine over there, or am I out of it now?
Citrine?
Yeah,
I think you might be out. I do have some
Okay.
clear quartz too, I think.
that's okay.
Oh, see, I forgot to put it in. I don't know what this one is on.
But I put that because it's green. I'm gonna put some garnet because it's black, or not black, some red. So red and green, and then I'm gonna put the clear quartz because it's more cleansing. Oh yeah, selenite really would have been a
Can you
good
give me
one.
that
right?
teeny tiny, I think it's like
Maybe I'll put
hestionite or
some more
something.
selenite. What's that, Mary?
That little tiny bag of crystals.
This one?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm gonna write
Or
some
hestionite.
intentions on bay leaves to put in to each one.
I think I want to put mine on the scrolls and roll them like Marilyn. I really like the look of that.
Yeah. Same, kind of essentially the same.
I did a scroll for my personal one.
Yeah. So we're really excited too. Last season we talked about this several times. Maybe even in like season 2, we talked about opening like a Redbubble and like our Etsy. And I think we mentioned the Etsy earlier, but we finally opened our Redbubble too. Trying to be business women is hard. We are.
I'm a full-time
much
student,
tape.
a stay-at-home mom, and then I got like you guys.
Yeah.
To, like,
Do stuff
There's
with
just-
it.
yeah,
so
like
much-
having fans is terrible. No, it's really great, but
But it is a balance.
Yes.
yeah, we all have things outside of doing this. So
Yeah. So it can be hard to find time, and like, especially like when you're trying to navigate like things that you're unfamiliar with, like, you know, starting an LLC. Like none of us have started an LLC before. I have like a small sole proprietorship thing, but it's like mostly just craft income. So this is a little more complicated. Like, so it's just been a whole
People ask
ordeal.
us what our professional realm is, and it's like, art.
We're creatives trying to
entertainment,
figure
like,
out
and
how
they
to
always
do
question
this.
us, like,
Yeah.
Some more of that moss, please.
Yep.
Like, yep. Or actually, is that the same?
They're a little different, so
Yeah.
Different varieties.
Let's see.
Look at this stuff right here. It's got some purple in there.
Ooh, Susie's getting into that mousy
I
mouse.
like the purple.
oh yeah, you might need to cut some of. Well, you got it.
I was just gonna say I might need that though. You're right. Just to like not fight it and not break it, but here I am breaking it anyway. But I think I'm gonna put this in the other half of it so that way it'll kind of fill in some of that space because I don't like that much space in there. I want to look full and I want to look what's the word?
Oh, man. Broken.
Yeah, just like full in general. Oh no.
I'm trying to get my bay leaf in there.
Oh.
But
So I'm gonna do some
That
Hessenite
would have been an
garnet.
accomplishment if you did
And
that.
this is associated with success. I want to be successful in my creative endeavors, you know?
Yeah.
It's hard out there for an artist.
It's hard out there. It's hard out there for a pimp. Sorry. Alright. Goodness, I'm gonna get a mess of this mop.
there's something right there. But yeah, sometimes you like think it will just tear and it just doesn't do that sometimes.
When the sickness came, there was a party time.
Oh, looking so cute.
Just so you forget everything. Now let's get to business and see how we feel.
So how long have they been around? Did you say when they came to
I think
be?
it said from the 17th century, 18th century in England. Yeah, well, what's funny to me is that I have loved like garden globes since I've been working at Meijer. Since I've been working, whatever. And yeah, every year they go on clearance or whatever, and I end up getting one. And I didn't know that was also considered kind of like a more modern day version of the wish globe. So I was like, that's kind of nice. I already have one of those out in my garden. Well, not my garden, but in my yard. I don't have a garden going on yet in my house, but hopefully next year I'll start growing more of our flowers that we can use for things like this. And
Maybe that's
Yeah.
we'll see. That's what the intention is, because yeah, this year I tried to clear out a lot of area to hopefully grow more things that I want to grow next year instead of just whatever's there, because just kind of let whatever has been there grow for now.
You let nature happen? No way.
I mean, I loved it actually, and I still let that happen in my backyard. I think everybody thinks I'm crazy because I just got a whole forest back there, and everyone's like, clear it out, get a backyard. Like, I like my backyard. It's got squirrels in it. It's got freaking birds in it. It's got, you know.
Places to put a hammock and drink your coffee.
I mean, I got a little deck out there if I really want to go out there and hang out. But
You do. You have it's kind of
I
a
shouldn't-
large deck, isn't it? Kind of?
yeah, it actually is. But I don't go out there and hang out as often as I would if it was covered. I think if it was covered, I'd go out there more.
You can get a pop-up.
my mustard seeds in the mots.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I just put roses in mine because I really loved the bright colors. Again, just, bright colorful things.
Yes.
I
think I kind of want to put some lavender in it just for the calm aspect of it and the peace aspect. I am. I'm just going to put a hint of lavender
Mustard
in.
seed. This is just for a little luck.
What's for luck?
Mustard seed.
Ah. Well, you should give me some of those. I'll give them some luck.
Okay. There you are.
Thank you.
Do you need some?
Megan, the bells. There you go.
Oh, I think I'm gonna like the look of these mustard seeds in here too. It's gonna match everything, like, aesthetically. Nice. Along with that look.
So I'm gonna put a couple of these jingle bells because one of my primary things that I want to work on right now is, writing my music, and so these are obviously, sound. Plus, it'll continually purify it. That's another reason I put the Himalayan salt in there. That just kind of that's something that I can put in something. I feel like I can kind of just shake it up and sort of clean it up a little, And I feel like with sound in it, it would be kind
Can
of like double.
I get a couple of the Himalayan pink salts, please?
It is in the skull, whatever it may be.
Is it
Oh,
over by
you
you?
know what? It is over by me. Totally forgot.
That's alright.
Okay, so I'm gonna do.
Does it just pull out? Oh yeah, it's a. Alright.
I think I'm gonna do these 3 colors. They're just like common colors for this season, and I know it's very Christmassy, but it's also very Yule-y because it's you got your evergreens outside, and you know.
Didn't Yule come first? And then it got turned into Christmas to get people to try to become more.
Kind of. There were some
Involved in
things
their
in the church that were kind of happening around that time anyway. But it's a little more convoluted than that. But yes, they did borrow a lot of concepts at certain points to try and make their religion a little bit more palatable to pagan people. So yeah,
That's what I was understanding from what I read.
it's just the season.
So I do have another quick question.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll wait and ask it later because it might be. No. Okay, well I'll just ask it. I don't know why I'm always so worried about it. But anyways, so I was curious. I heard that December 25th isn't even Jesus' birthday. That he was born in like June or July.
Correct.
Okay, that's what I thought. So
That's what some scholars think. Yeah. for sure.
Okay, that's what I was just making sure because I was just like, man, I feel like that was one of the things that I heard was kind of taken on was the day, just because of
There you go.
significance
Oh, they're doing a
of
bow.
this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so I think I might start closing mine up actually.
Yep, I'm almost done too. I'm putting this colorful stick in and
wait, no, I
breaking
want this
it. Oh yeah, I did kind of want some of that snow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what it looks like when you guys do it, and if it looks how I'm hoping it will look, then I'm gonna do it too. But I don't want to put it in there.
So
in
this
case
is actually like, I want it more for like the iridescence and like the sort of rainbowy effect of it because it feels to me like I often like iridescence or rainbowy things for like just so like a diverse array or like, you know.
Yeah, not like
Yeah.
just one color. You
Yeah.
like all the colors together.
Yeah, something that
Or
can kind of
maybe-
shift with your perspective, so too does the look of it, kind of.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Have you seen those cars where like from one angle it looks almost like a green or whatever, and then one angle looks almost like a purple?
I've seen like the like differently colored cars, like where it, like the perspective shift happens. Yeah, for sure. That's pretty cool.
I think I'm gonna put my bells on the outside of mine.
Well, I was gonna. You brought your bigger bells too, right?
I did.
Because I wanted to put a couple of the bigger bells on the outside as well.
Okay. Oh, and I have glitter in there too. If anybody wants colored glitter, I forgot.
I want some of the snow.
There's the snow.
That does
And I'm gonna. So here's what it looks like before I put them together, and they all pretty much look the same. I put the same intention and the same ingredients and everything. So I guess that was kind of dumb because I'm gonna have to like put it in anyway.
That's alright.
Live and learn, you know?
I was gonna say it was just it looks nice.
It's a little something like that.
Nice.
And then I'm, like I said, I'm still gonna put the,
Which
yeah, I'm still gonna put the,
See, mine's like
The
just
thing.
full of shit.
it's good though. It looks nice.
But like I said, when I do arts and crafts, I'm like a 5-year-old. I'm like, I'm gonna add everything, and then
Yeah.
mhm.
Well, I feel like that's kind of how I get too. I'm like, let me just try a little bit of everything because I want to try this and this and this. You could kind of, it's fun though. That's the whole point. Like, there's fun put into these people.
And thought.
Oh, speaking of that, I need to make my
Like
intentions
that.
and put them in there.
I still need to, like I said, do the string and stuff.
yeah, I think I'm gonna try and start closing mine up also. And then, well, I mean, these ones I just gotta pop the tops on.
Pop the top.
But I think I'm gonna like try and wrap it at the top with the twine. And then tie some of those bells on it. So I'm gonna need some of those.
I think I might also seal mine before I add the bells with wax, just around the perimeter, kind of. I am sort of afraid of if these bust open, the mess that's gonna make. I just kind of want it sealed in there, you know. And shake it around. Shake it, shake, 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 shake it. As I was told, nugget. Okay.
Yeah, see, there's like all kinds of shit in there. And there's some moss in there. And there's some cinnamon in there. And there's some shells in there.
And there. Oh man.
You like that?
Beautiful. Would you mind passing me the candles?
These candles.
Would you like my candles?
And one of these, I think that one will be mine. One of them I'm going to put my other intentions in. Oh no, I decided this was good. So I need to put the thing in it, huh? I talk to myself. It's okay. Hi guys.
I'm gonna live dangerously over here. The table's a little bit wackadoodle, so I don't recommend anyone do this at home, but I'm gonna seal with some white wax.
Well, it's not shaking up the way I want it to.
I kind of didn't care for the way that wrote on this paper. I think I might opt for a different
Utensil?
yes.
Do you want the thin side of this?
Oh, maybe, yeah, that might work. Or is that one also chisel tip though? It is. It might still be okay. I'll check it out. I'll see what it works. Alright. Do I want to put a little bit of snow? Do I want to put a little bit of snow? Actually, I'm gonna let mine be kind of a non-snow one. So this is mine before. Oh yeah, I did kind of put it like right over there. This was it before. And we will close it around the incense smoke. Maybe. Once I stuff all the stuff back inside. And that is what it looks like.
Gorgeous, little gorgeous.
Yeah. Actually, it does look kind of nice. I like it. I feel like I want to adjust it just slightly though, so that way it kind of falls more on the bottom. There we go. Now it fell the right way. Instead of smacking around a little bit, you know.
I'm taking soup.
It kind of does seem to be able to get it suited a little bit more to where it needs to be though. Okay, so the next step that I need to do is the twine on the outside and the orange peel and the jingle bell.
Yes.
Oh, and you know what? I forgot to ask you for the glue gun because I'm probably gonna end up having to do glue on the outside of mine to get it all around the thing right.
Oh yeah. Okay. Give me a second.
No, that's okay. I'll just do it later. Yeah. I basically just want to kind of do a few wrap arounds the outside to make sure it's nice and glued down. So it has the...
So this is with the seal. No.
Oh, you put a seal around the outside?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah. I need to do the other ones still. But I think I'm gonna do the other ones in a minute. And where are your jingle bells?
They are right over here in this bag. I will get them for you in just one second.
Sure.
I'm looking for the scissors. Well, the white scissors.
I don't have the white ones. I have these big, huge ones, though. You're looking for the bag.
You have the little one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Look at me. I stole them.
Oh, I have it beneath my feet. I'm like, where did that bag go? It's over here. I'll probably use this size if you're...
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
Okay, cool.
And I wanted gold, so...
Alright, cool.
Perfection.
Yay!
Ripping the shit out of cardboard over here. So challenging.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so... Whoops!
Okay. Getting out all these jingle bells. I'm hoping to have one done to show them at the end here. So the other thing that we wanted to talk about was...
Can I have some of those bales?
Oh yeah, I kind of just tucked them away like they were mine to keep or something.
You have to use the one you're done taking away.
So we talked last season about our game a bit. And we're really excited because the other day we finally printed out like an initial copy to play, and we played around. And it has some bugs, but it is coming along, and I'm really excited for it because I think it has some cool potential, and I think that you all will enjoy it.
Yeah, it was nice how even with the kinks that it had, it was still fun. Like, everybody still had a good time, so with all the kinks out of it, I foresee it being even, obviously, that much more fun.
Yeah. Things, and I'm really excited to get to a point where we can like share it with all you. We're not there yet, but we are working our way in that direction.
I think I'm gonna use some of these and make little bows of red and green on the top of mine.
That'd be cute.
Actually, what colors did you have, Sam?
I have a lot of different colors of like this. Is that right?
That's okay. Do you have red and green?
Probably. Actually, I probably don't have red. I probably have pink and green, maybe.
Well, I can use the red off of that, but I can still just see kind of what colors you got. Because, yeah, this is actually the green. Okay, cool. I'm just thinking that I like the aesthetic of twine a little bit better than this. The raffia, whatever.
My mind is having a hard time concepting like how to tie a knot or what knot to use or something. Like I'm just
I don't know what I'm doing right now.
tie this to
winging
what?
it.
Like I'm just sitting here like I'm tying this to this, and that's
I'm pretty much what I did was I just tied it to itself, obviously to close it, and then I just did like a knot at the end. Like, just like a double
I want
knot.
like this all to be wrapped with
yeah.
So I'm gonna...
That's what I think we'll need the glue gun for, because I want to do the same thing, like, down onto
I was
the
going
bulb,
to give that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want mine to go down onto the bulb, too, a little bit, so we can get the glue gun and stuff later.
We can just do that at home.
Yeah.
I got a glue gun. So yeah, I will just tie this like that then. That will be the top, and then...
I like the purple too.
I only put one bell on the outside, but I probably will seal it with something too.
Nice.
But it's got the little shells in there.
I like how yours are on the end of the ball, Marilyn, or on the end of the string.
Kinda.
I might take that idea from you for mine. Excuse me. Because, I mean, mine is at the end, too, and I don't mind that, but I think that I kind of like the hang effect of that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yours are cute.
Yeah, something like that. I need to finish the other two and seal them.
That is super cute.
Yeah.
I wonder if I need to do that.
And hopefully it'll help me
red.
be creative for a long time as I look at it.
Yeah.
Hang it somewhere where I can jingle it or shake it a little.
Well, now would be a
Remind
good time
myself
for...
to make some time.
Yeah. Well, now with it being wintertime, it's a good time to be creative because you're inside, so.
Yeah.
Alright, let me see if... I think I have mine done too. And although I didn't do the bells on the ends of this one, I think on the next ones, I'm going to do them similar to Maryland's where the bells are at the end of the jingle bells. So
they
this will
shake
be
a
the
little more
first
that
one.
way.
Yeah, it doesn't really jingle that much,
Yeah. Well, I think we've successfully made at least one witch ball each. We're gonna go off air to finish though, because
yeah.
it takes a little time, and we don't want you. But there's a lot of dead air here, and I'm gonna have to cut.
Yeah.
We're like focused.
But it is
but that's
fun,
okay.
though.
So while you could like zoom in to do like action shots of like different people's hands and then play your song.
I figure the YouTube-y one will be longer because I can put music in while we're just like
You
doing
could
nothing.
almost, while we have all of our stuff out still, do like an overhead shot of all of the stuff, so that way if you need to clip in little like
a panorama
things, you'll have more material to clip in.
Yay!
Yay!
I just like shaking them.
So reminder, we will have a tutorial on how to make these witch balls in our newsletter. If you're not signed up, you should sign up.
Yes.
At MidwestCovencast.com. And
every newsletter we give a little bit of like a history on what the subject of the newsletter is. We give you a little ritual or tutorial.
So shadow work prompts.
Shadow work and a little digital download included. So
there's usually a digital perk of some sort. Sometimes it's like a private message from us. Sometimes it's like an activity sheet. Sometimes it's like a sneak peek of my songs or something.
digital something.
Or sometimes it's like a something that you can share out, like a digital shareable for like Facebook or your socials. That has to do with whatever turn of the year we're on. And it does come out each turn of the year, BT dubs. So that means 8 times a year.
This Yule, we're going to give you guys a Wheel of the Year.
Yeah, something like a printable that you can print for yourself and put on your desk or, wherever it would be convenient to have it. Glue it inside of your notebook, so you have it easily accessible. So so make sure you sign up for that so you can get the full tutorial. You can watch this on the YouTubes if you're not watching it, if you're just listening on our podcasting platforms. And also check out our Redbubble. I'm so excited about like our Redbubble finally being live. I'm like kind of obsessed with the patterns that I put up there. I'm not sure what I'm gonna buy, but I've been thinking about getting like a floor pillow with my like elemental, my Dear Witches.
I think the pillows would be really fun with that. Like
I think so too.
And in the reverse.
Yep, I need to get the majority black on white or majority white on black or whatever. The opposite of the black and white that I have now. But yeah, so that'll go up soon, hopefully. But yeah, witch balls are fun. I definitely recommend making it if you have a little time and material and resources to do it. So pretty.
It's so fun to make your own.
I know, it really is.
I've been wanting to do this for such a long time, so I'm really glad that we finally got all of our stuff together to do it.
And like we said, we make two extra each, I believe.
I made
or
3 extra.
Okay, you have like 2 smaller / the millimeter. Okay. Well, we'll put these in our Etsy shop. So link is, I don't know, it's all over the place. And it's on our website. Just go to Support the Coven, and then you can go to our page, go to Etsy. And if they're limited, we're not making a bunch of them. We're not taking custom orders. It's like, get it while you can if it's there.
It might be sold out before they even post. Maybe we'll get that lucky.
We shall see. Okay, well, I suppose with that, Coven, we'll just say we will be back soon with a new season. Keep up on our socials. Keep up on our website. We'll have some announcements about that in the coming months.
Yeah, and share some of your holiday things that you do to celebrate or...
What did you do this Yule? We want to know. Tell us. I'm doing hand model things in the camera for the YouTube. Tell us. Present your Yule traditions.
Give us your traditions.
Or at least, tell us about them.
Share your secrets.
All right, Coven. Well, I hope you had fun watching us if you're watching, or at least listening to the sound of lots of silence.
Good ideas
as we
that you might want to make. Or, you like one of ours so much,
I noticed.
Buy it.
Once I get into my crafty mood, I'm not as chatty, so that's why there's so much dead air space. And I was like, I'm working, doing my work now.
That's okay. For the podcast, it'll be a little abbreviated because there's going to be some dead space, but I'll montage it out on our web or on our YouTube.
For those edits.
Yeah.
This edit queen and
the YouTube will be an extended play, baby. All right, Coven. Well, thanks so much for listening. And like I say, stay tuned for some announcements about season 4. And we will see you / listen to you / talk to you next time. I don't know what the fuck that was.
We love you.
Blessed you all.
Comfort and joy, oh, tidings of comfort and joy.